The other day, I did a commentary about Chris Brown, and I had told you guys, I said Chris didn't do what he was accused of. I said it's just too obvious if you really sit back and think about it. And I said, watch how the media cover it. If they go full tilt, then they believe he did it. If they go half-ass, they know there's something up with him. And they did the same thing they did what the chick did 2 years ago. And I tell you how you noticed it when the nightly news, ABC News didn't even mention it. Access Hollywood, Entertainment Tonight didn't even mention it. The local news even half-ass mentioned it. They buried almost near the end of sports. And usually if it's something with Chris Brown or whatever famous black man they're going after at the time, it's either the first, second, or third story of the evening. You know what I mean? Now I told you, I said Chris got too much to lose. But the media keeps going back to this brother's past, or any black man's past, whether they got all the facts or whether they embellished it or not. And a lot of the things that Chris has gone through has been because he's reacted to other people's manipulation. Now, as I said before, I wish somebody would have pulled this brother to the side years ago because I had predicted this was going to happen to him. Now, I know that I'm a little late because yesterday I wasn't feeling well, and I meant to do a follow up video and whatnot. But I'm gonna play you guys some audio real quick, and I want you guys to listen to how it's it was being reported, or the tone how they described it, because obviously it was a media bias. But check this out. Singer Chris Brown is no stranger to trouble, and now he's in custody in Paris after allegations of aggravated rape and drug violations. As Jim Marie reports, it is just Brown's latest run-in with the law. Singer Chris Brown in trouble yet again, investigated for a possible rape. He's being detained in Paris and questioned by French authorities after a woman filed a complaint against him, his bodyguard, and another man. I'd like to hope that these allegations aren't true. Obviously, we don't know, but at the end of the day, times have changed. If you guys don't know that yet, whether in America or overseas, get your act together. Brown has been in Paris attending Men's Fashion Week and has been photographed all over town. The unidentified woman says she met the singer at a Paris club and returned to the luxurious Mandarin Oriental Hotel with Brown and his companions. This photograph was taken of the singer the morning after the alleged incident. It's just the latest legal nightmare for Brown, who is notorious for displays of temper. In 2009, he pled guilty to assaulting his then-girlfriend Rihanna the night before the Grammys. I punched her, and it busted her lip. And when I saw it, I was in shock. Last July in Florida, he was accused of punching a photographer. The singer pled not guilty in the punching incident. He's awaiting trial on that. His representative made no comment about the allegations in Paris. Now, I want you guys to listen to this. Now, that's the day of the incident. That's before he, around, this was like sometime around 3 in the afternoon. It wasn't, and when I noticed they didn't say anything, it was like about 5 o'clock, starting 5 o'clock on up. They didn't say anything else about it. But yesterday morning, the reporter here at ABC said something. Now listen to how he said this. Singer Chris Brown is out of jail this morning, at least for now. He was arrested in Paris on suspicion of rape and drug crimes. Prosecutors say they are filing charges right now, but they are still investigating. Now he said, at least for now, like it's inevitable. But then there's another show that you guys heard me talk about, Windy City Live. Now I wish I had the audio originally from it, because they talked about Chris as, yep, he did it. He's in trouble. He's a troublemaker. He has a history, which he doesn't. But the media keep pushing that now. And that's why I keep telling y'all, you got to watch the news. Because they'll put anything on us. Look what they're doing to the Hebrew Israelites. How they shift the blame from the white kids over to them. Check this. Listen to this real close. Here's what likely will not happen in court. Chris Brown, the update, the rape allegation, he's been released from prison. From jail. He is going to take legal action against his accusers. My
Chris Brown fans. And listen, we know about his troubled past, and that's why when this story broke, it was easy for all of us to go, oh wow, we're not surprised. But now you're seeing a case where likely he was not guilty. At least it's looking that way. And now, his reputation takes a hit. I don't blame him for wanting to take legal action. He posted on his Insta page, and this has been taken down. I want to make it perfectly clear this is false and a whole lot of crap. Never for my daughter and for my family. This is so disrespectful and against my character and morals. So that's that. We wanted to update this story because we naturally reported it like everybody else, and everyone is quick to judge, and we just don't know what the facts are yet. Yeah. Well, it was very interesting.
Now, you notice something. The sister usually she's on the show with him. Usually she's verbal. She was verbal when it came out. Oh, Chris, yet again, he's doing something wrong. He just can't control himself. She was just bad-mouthing him. But next segment, the white guy did all the talking. She said nothing, like she was pissed off that he may be innocent. You heard the people in the audience cheering. And there's a lot of people online saying, yeah, Chris, you go after the you know what. She lied. And I told y'all, I said, he didn't do it. Now, the reason why, I know I'm a day late doing this, and I know y'all curious about my response, but I want to point out something, and I think that we as black men, straight black men, need to get together and put our dirt to the side. We're under attack. Okay, I know brother gonna say, duh, but no, we're seriously. Anybody can say anything at any given point, and it's believed. In that previous clip, you heard a woman, that was Eve talking. They was on a talk. The local news early in the morning, when I first heard it, was making like, oh, Chris is arrested again. Those other instances that he's been involved, usually when people have got into his space. The media is being disingenuous. And then once you get accused of something, whether you did it or not, you're done. Look what they're doing to R. Kelly. We know R. Kelly passed or alleged passed. The whole thing was by him messing with adult women being kept around. Not think for themselves, but they bring up his past. They muddy the water up. Let's keep bringing up his past. Let's keep bringing his past because it worked so well for O.J. Simpson. Remember, you had a generation of people who were in diapers, wasn't even born when the O.J. Simpson thing went down. X-Men talk about O.J. Simpson now. He guilty. He did it. They didn't see the trial like we did. They don't know all the evidence like we do. When they talk about Mike Tyson, they make jokes about Mike Tyson. You got people who don't even know Mike Tyson background, never saw him fight in his prime. He's guilty. He did it. Now you got a new documentary come out. I was just watching the news. They said they got increased security because their people are pissed off about that Michael Jackson documentary. And you should be pissed off. The man will be dead 10 years this June. The people who are accusing him said, swapping down, that he did nothing to them. Now all of a sudden he's gone. You need money. Oh, Michael Jackson did something. It was a reason why Mr. Farrakhan had a Million Man March. It wasn't just because we need to atone or get together, but he wanted us to think. We had to have a collective front. Ever since that Million Man March, the media, the legal system, and these special interest groups have gone after the black man with gusto. I mean, here it is. We can't even stand next to a person and somebody analyze us. We can't dress a certain way. We can't talk a certain way. Everybody else get to be whatever they want to be. But black men, we got straight black men. Let me say this again. Straight black men with a little box. Now, some of the things that we've done, self-inflicted. We can't deny that. But there's no such thing as a perfect anybody. But I told y'all, I said, once George Zimmerman was able to get away with killing Trayvon Martin, once they get these police officers and Johnny Jones Q Public felt they can get away with shooting black men and black boys down willy-nilly, they said, okay, now we can go Hollywood again. Now we can go after them. Who's the next big thing behind Michael Jackson and Bill Cosby? Well, he's an old man. Well, he's an old man. He ain't going to be able to put fight like a young man. And who helped take Bill Cosby down? We did. We let moist dudes. We let self-hating black dudes right along with self-hating feminazi, gay, black folk taking down Bill Cosby on hearsay. Look what we allowed him to do to Nate Parker. Nate Parker came out of the film. They destroyed his reputation. They talking about going after Nate for something he was cleared of before he even started acting. But Casey Affleck was accused before, during, and after production. He still walked away with the Academy Award. You know, you'll hear nobody bring up none of these white guys when they get accused, straight or gay, young or old. But you always want to make the black man the boogeyman of the story. Now, thank God some of our women are starting to wake up and see what's going on now. And some of them, unfortunately, had to lose sons to see this. I can't remember who it was. I think it was one of these football players that got killed. There's been so many that got killed over the last few years. One of their mothers said, I see these young black men like walking targets. Can't remember who it was, but I can't remember. I don't want to get the wrong information. But I remember watching TV. She said, my son was a target. Didn't do anything, but got murdered. Look how that little black boy in Detroit last year just knocked on him, rung the doorbell. He didn't hit on nothing, he didn't break nothing. He just rung the doorbell, and a white woman, yeah, he's trying to break in. So this one do a robber, ring the doorbell, stand there and wait, and then the husband go get a shotgun. He fires a shotgun, trying to kill the kid. Kid running away. Look how the brothers sitting in a Starbucks minding their own business. How the white lady said they was up to something. Or the people barbecuing, or the brother going into his building, or the little boy shopping with his mama, or the roommate being poisoned by his roommate. We're always under attack. This is why when I do these commentaries, I say, y'all, let's think about it for a second. Chris have more to lose than anything. When they found out his girl was with him, they're like, wait a minute, if his girl was with him, he's security. But see, old girl knew that Chris' reputation caused the American media. And it's not the first time that Chris went overseas and been harassed. But see, Rihanna, Oprah Winfrey, Tyra Banks, Wendy Williams did this. And God don't like ugly. Wendy Williams going through some shit now. Yeah, I laughed. She deserved it. I'm hoping Oprah get hers next. I'm praying something bad happen to Oprah. Yeah, I said it. Because you got a group of sisters out here that want to be around white women, want to act like white women, that have sat back and joined forces with them. And then you got to deal with these thirsty ass brothers that I ain't chasing snatch. I ain't whispering, yeah, baby girl, that boy wrong, blah, 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 blah. And then she, oh my gosh, you understand? And he went up dogging her. But the brothers that y'all attacked and got out in the world and just demeaned over and over again, we said, like, we ain't your enemy. But I told y'all the other day, I said, Chris didn't do it. Just like I told y'all about 2 years ago, I said, he didn't do it. It doesn't make sense. I told y'all, I said, they wasn't finished with Chris. That's why I was disappointed when he was throwing shade at Cosby a few months back. And I'm like, dude, you think you're in the clear. But see, this will happen when you don't have balance in your life. When you have a man telling you, hey, son, hey, nephew, hey, little brother, hey, cuz, hey, friend, I wouldn't do that. We can't do what white guys do. A white guy can shoot up the school and then find say, well, it wasn't his fault. He was abused. Or he was brought up rich. Or he's brought up poor. Black guy don't do even half of that. Well, you know, he grew up in the ghetto. Daddy wasn't around. Mama and Pa was sleeping around. Blah, 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 blah. And then we so quick to turn on each other in front of them. We don't never sit back and say, you know what, let's get the facts. Let's investigate. I told y'all, I said, I knew dude didn't do it. I said, it just didn't make sense. People go, well, you wasn't there. I said, use logic. Sometimes you had to use logic instead of using emotion. Now, if there was some evidence that he did it and they had him dead to rights, then I'm like, you messed up. But I knew it. I told everybody. I kept telling him he didn't do it. Me and my father talked right before the evening news came on. He said that boy ain't do it. He said they still going after that boy for what happened 10 years ago. I said, yep. But if I was Chris, man, I'll take me a damn camera with me. Document my every goddamn move. That's what I would do. Cause right now, that means somebody say, I'ma still get this nigga. And the media reported, and you hear little smart ass comments. You heard the one they want to do for now. Negro, you ain't nothing but a allegation away from being in jail. Eve, men gotta stop talking about that men. Every guy does not rape. And I'm tired of black women taking the lead. Over at The View, they talking crap. And I'm sitting there like, don't y'all understand that sometimes brothers don't do certain things? We already know we being watched. But when you got money, you got some influence, they really coming for you. I'm telling y'all, I've been telling y'all since September 2017. I'm like, they're gonna make this Me Too movie to the black man movie. Watch. All the white guys that been accused or got slipped up or they ain't hounded them. But I'm telling y'all right now, they're not gonna stop. And the thing is, they got aid. And it ain't just black women or a certain segment of black women. You got black gays. You got these moist dudes out here, or these opportunistic dudes out there helping. See, we fight too many damn battles, but I'm telling y'all, we might need another Million Man March, but this time we need to say a heterosexual march or something. And in a certain criteria, if you're not a straight black man, because I'm going to tell you something, I want to know what gay black men are going after in the media right now. Not one. Think about that. Lee Daniels talk mad shit about black women. Nobody never throw that clip back up out there in front of him. All these gay brothers around here, running around here, pretending to be women. Beating up on women. They're not in the news, but straight black men in the news. You got white guys shooting up banks, killing innocent women. Well, you know, he had a mental issue. You know, he wasn't from here. You know, he must have snapped. They want us to be the face of everything bad. So when we get shot down, nobody be sympathetic to us. But see, we gotta, in the black community, but as black men, we gotta determine how we run our community. That means the church going to acquiesce. Because I'm sorry, you can pray to Jeebus all day, but you got to go ahead and do. We got to worry about the gang bangers. We got to worry about the pimps. We got to worry about all those things. And then the brothers that actually ain't doing anything wrong, we get held responsible for all. Why don't you guys do this? I'm like, well, we can't. Our hands are tied. This is why I think that like-minded black men need to get together. But the thing is, some of us, we got too suspicious of each other. And I can understand that because I've been burnt. I'm thinking that, some of our elders, and and come to find they jealous of me and other brothers. But then again, maybe our people may never ever get out of this. Maybe this is just how it is for black men. I remember I used to be offended. I used to hear teachers say we're a dangerous species. Maybe we are. Maybe I might just sit there and say, hey man, just do what you gotta do as long as you act. But see, I know that's impossible. Because if something happened to the brother down the street, better believe it's gonna affect me. If something happened to the brother 2 towns over, better believe it's gonna affect me. And some of you young brothers out here, y'all falling for it, just like Chris did. Y'all falling into their little mind traps. They want y'all to be violent. They want y'all to be overly aggressive. They want you to put poison in your system. So when it comes time to accuse you of things, well, look at him. If you notice, they talk about Chris, he's notorious. But they leaving out a lot of incidents where people got in his face. The moment Oprah Winfrey got on TV and threw him on the bus, that's when it started. And I have been yelling for years. And I've been telling y'all what's going to happen. I'm not a psychic, just common sense. We as black males going to have to decide once for all how we going to deal with the weak among us and how we going to carry our image. Like I said, these brothers getting paid money to go out here to sing and dance and play the worst stereotypes around. We're the only group of people that don't push back against that. And what we do, we let people in our community who don't don't even share our experiences, or dare not to share our experiences, speak for us. A gay black man cannot speak for me. No disrespect. Not every gay black man is up to no good, but I'm sorry, you gay. You're not a straight black man. When they find you gay, you get treated totally different than a straight black man. Now they're going to say, "Oh, Harvey, that's not true." I'm talking to gay men. Let me rephrase. That didn't come out right. I've spoke to gay men about their issues. I had them as employees. I even served with some in the military. They didn't come, and I didn't betray their trust, but it was obvious they was gay. And those brothers knew that. He said, "You're a straight black man. You're more of a threat than I am." But they don't look at the gay black man as a threat. That doesn't mean those brothers, some of those brothers ain't down, but they don't look at them as a threat. That's why Don Lemon is sitting on CNN. They won't catch just like Don Lemon, non-threatening, willing to sell their people out with no qualms. They would never put a brother on TV who's going to push back and speak for itself. That's why they don't. You notice all the brothers that have been on YouTube, they don't go pick us. They go pick the ones. They go pick the crazy ones, or the ones that sound like they have self-hate issues. They put them on. They wouldn't dare put the Advised Show or Professor Black Truth or the Black Authority or me or One LVZ or Mr. Griffin or any of those other brothers out there, because you know why? Because we're not going to sit there and with them. We're not going to answer questions that are nuanced. We're not going to sit down for sound bites. This is why you hear us talk about we got to have our own media. We have to control our own images. When Umar Johnson wanted to open up a school, it was a reason why. He knew there was a need for black males to be taught by black men. We the only group of people that entrust our children education to outsiders. Then when they grow up confused, and you be like, what happened? They never held responsible. If our people had any common sense, we would sue the Board of Education. If we had any common sense, we would sit there and say, wait a minute. When I was in school, we wasn't taught that. I'm going to sue the school system. That teacher may be old or dead, but you still the same school system. Like a lot of blacks should sue the Chicago public school system or the California school system, New York school system, because there's a lot of things that we're not taught. I was going to school, we had books that was back from the 1950s. So that means my uncles and my parents had the same damn books that we had going to school. They purposely took programs out of the black schools. Nah, let them niggas go play sports and sing and dance. Let them be entertainment. There's only going to be so many of them, and then if they want to get ahead, they're going to do anything and everything to get ahead. They're going to sell each other out. Then we got control of them, so they screw up. We're threatening to take their money away from them. We've been warned. It is an all-out assault on black men, straight black men. They too damn afraid that we're gonna turn around and tell somebody to defend us. That's why they took Malcolm X out. He wasn't trying to live next to him and be kumbaya. And he said, if you don't like me, I have. So fuck it. You put your hands on me, put my hands on you. They do not like that, bro. They're afraid that we're gonna start advocating that. That's what they're afraid of. They're afraid that we're going to take the knowledge that we do have and use it against them. But the thing is, we haven't done anything to these people. All we want to do is live our lives and be left the fuck alone. But I keep telling these young brothers, quit trying to be up under them all the damn time. Because when they get tired of you, they'll let you know in a minute. And the reason why they went after Chris, and I keep telling y'all, they wanted Justin Timberlake to come back. They wanted Justin Bieber was on his way, starting to catch on, and they wanted to make sure the Jonas Brothers had an opening. And Chris made them all look like they like Charlie Chaplin. If you ever watched old Charlie Chaplin movies when he would dance or do some slapstick, that's what he looked like compared to this brother. And when that whole thing, him and Rihanna, that was tailor made for him. And it was gonna be something else they was gonna get him on. Trust me. Excuse me. And I can tell you why they went after, and I can prove why they went after Chris. And let me pause this for a second. I'll public image. I'll show you what I mean. Y'all remember Mario? Now he's still around. He's doing what, Rent Now on TV or something, on Broadway, something like that. Y'all remember in 2010 he got arrested. Oh, y'all don't remember that? You know, he got arrested for beating on his mom. You don't remember that? You didn't hear that? Yeah. When they was out there attacking Chris Brown, talking about men beating up on women, they glossed over this with Inside Edition. And I think the Insider, spoke about this once. And I'm sitting there like, I'm not trying to hate on Mario, but if y'all going after brothers for beating on their women, why didn't y'all go after Mario? Then around that time, Mel Gibson, and then you had Charlie Sheen, and there was stuff going on around that time. And I'm like, why didn't you mention them? Now people gonna say, well, Harvey, it couldn't have been race. Oh yeah, it was race. Mario didn't have that crossover. Says he was a darker skinned brother. He was classified as R&B. Chris was classified as pop. White girls wasn't swooning over Mario like that. And I had to think Mario was in the business a little bit longer than Chris, if I'm not mistaken, or started around the same time. I think he was a little bit long before Chris, if I remember correctly. He hit his mom. What he was accused of. They didn't make a stink out of that because he wasn't never on Oprah. Wendy Williams never spoke about him. He's R&B famous. Chris was white folk famous. There's a difference when they start calling you pop or crossover. That's why Mario career. That's why you to this day, if somebody, I mention this every now and then, but right now somebody said, yeah, Mario right around that time. Mario ain't incident. His career never suffered because he was still considered black famous. Chris is considered white famous. Chris is on all these white shows, and he was doing a double mint and Sprite ass. He was with Oprah and stuff. If Mario had got some fame from Oprah, and doing the same thing Chris was doing, they would destroy his career too. Think about that for a second, folks. I keep telling y'all that there's certain black folk they go after, and I'm not saying that you should be mad at Mario because I don't know the whole story. All I know that he was arrested because I think I got a picture of his mug shot. And let me see if I can find it. Y'all got to bear with me for a second because I just want to point out how the media. See, this is right here. That was the mug shot. Nobody brings up Mario. Nobody even mention Mario. I keep telling y'all, they went after Chris is because Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, and the Jonas Brothers. They wanted to clear a path. Remember, before Michael Jackson died, Michael Jackson said Chris is the next thing. Everybody, that's opposite, man. Michael Jackson, Chris is the next thing. Michael never even said that about Usher. And Michael and Usher performed together. And it's not as dig at Mario. I'm just pointing out how he, and by the grace of God, he didn't go through what Chris went through. But because Mario's considered black popular, he wasn't crossover yet. If Mario crossed over, then they would destroy them. By Chris having crossover appeal, and Rihanna was getting crossover, they said, oh, we can tear this Negro down. You don't hear nothing about Mario, but you hear stuff about Chris. Chris is going to be dead, and they're still going to bring up Chris past. When Chris be dead 10, 15, 20 years, they're going to do it. Look how they're doing Ike Turner. Ike Turner been dead since, 2006? What is it now? We 2019? I mean, seriously, think about that for a second, folks. We as black men got to understand, this is why I tell brothers, if you lay down with a female, it's a possibility you're going to be a dad. You need to be in your son's life. Put that street shit to the side. That's not going to help them. Because the po-po's going to be waiting. We'll let them go around and do what they're going to do. Eventually, they're going to come down on you hard. Teach them to go out here and think and say, hey, you know what? Look, you got to be 10, 15, 20 steps ahead of them. Don't act Don't act the way they want you to act, meaning don't go out there and put yourself in harm's way. Don't be violent. Act like a clown. Don't act stupid. Don't dumb yourself down. Don't think the only thing you can do is sing, dance, and rap and tell jokes. Don't let them manipulate you into doing something you don't want to do or be. See, I had told y'all what they was going to do to Chris. He couldn't take that everywhere he go. Chris Brown. People's messing with him. He's pushing his buttons. So now he got a reputation, whether deserved or not. But the other day, they thought they had him again. Oh, we got him. He raped somebody. They tried this 2 years ago, and then you didn't think he didn't learn from that one? Valerie Warren on Wednesday Live, like she was disappointed. You heard her do that segment, she ain't said a damn thing. The white guys was talking. The white guy, he had to issue an apology. We jumped to conclusions. Because they don't want a lawsuit. You heard the people in the audience was cheering. And those are older women. Because every sister ain't out here to cut our throats, brothers. Because there's some sisters out here that know that we are under attack. Sister Nicole, she did a chat with some other sisters. And I got to sit there and say, we need more black women like that. I pray to God somebody put one in my path. Because I'm telling you, because we need more. Got these hood rats and these thoughts, whatever you want to call them, they're messing our community up. Let alone these wannabe thugs, these mama's boys, these moist dudes, these pimps. We didn't let them become the face of the black community the last 30 years, and we're paying for it. It's bad enough we got to deal with the handkerchief heads. Then we got to deal with those who confused about their sexuality, playing both sides. I'm telling you right now, brothers, we got to come together. Because they're accusing us of things too easy, stuff that can be easily proven. Even Cosby's lawyer, Tom Mesro, said, he said, it's an agenda. Felicia Rashad, she said, it's an agenda. Why do you think they went after Camille Cosby? Why do you think they went after Felicia Rashad? They didn't want no women that could sit there and say, yo, they doing this on purpose. All these sisters that close me down, they tell me they riding down with us. Where y'all at? Y'all riding down with them thugs and these moist dudes. Think about it. Think about who's being shot dead by law enforcement in John and Q Public. Who's being attacked in the media. And I'm not saying every brother out here is innocent, but you start to see a damn pattern. And you cannot deny the undeniable that I was on point. So I said, watch. September, I said, I noticed it. I said, watch what's going to happen. And I told you, I said, they ain't done with Chris. And right now, Chris, I would tread very lightly now, because see, old girl thought she had him. Now they're gonna try again. Watch. This time he gonna be on the nut, gonna be somewhere stateside. He gonna go out to the club, somebody gonna get in his face. I hope Chris got enough sense to say, you know what, I ain't going to all these clubs. You're a daddy now, man. You gotta get that shit up now. See, it's different if you was just you. But you got a daughter. What they doing to Chris, they did to Bobby Brown. And I remember for years I used to defend Bobby Brown. People was like, why you keep defending Bobby Brown? I said, y'all forget how Whitney Houston was. The paparazzi just painting everything on Bobby. That show, being Bobby, whatever it is, it was Whitney right there was the one that was messed up. She was the one that Clive Davis wanted to make out something that she wasn't. Everybody was blaming Bobby for years. But then after a while, people start coming and saying, nah, y'all forgot. And people start going looking and pulling those tabloids. They said, wait a minute, it wasn't him. It's going to be some years, if ever, if people going to pull back and say, yo, it wasn't really Chris was doing all this stuff. He got with the wrong female. People betrayed him. People pushed his buttons. And the media ran along with it. They was writing all kinds of stuff, saying all kinds of things. I'm telling you, brothers, you got your head on the swivel. I'm telling you. It don't take much of them to sit there and say we did something. But like I said, I told you so. I said this boy didn't rape nobody. It's common sense. It just the only way you get off the black man is use some type of murder or a sex crime or a child charge against a child. That's the only way they can get us. It's the only way they can get us.